You walk into any electronics store. The lights? Too bright. The rows? Too perfect. Phones lined up like jewelry behind glass. But here's the trick. You're not just buying a phone. You're auditioning for an upgrade. This isn't retail. It's a stage, a machine, calibrated to one outcome. Make you discontent with what you already have. One glance across those displays and suddenly, your phone feels slower, your camera blurrier, your apps heavier, so you swipe, you tap. 12 GB RAM, 200-bit POPI camera, AI-enhanced optimization. Marketing says new, but your gut feels trapped because these phones aren't designed to last. They're designed to expire, or right around the time you start falling in love with them. And no one tells you it's happening until it already has. Every year, homes get smarter, but the choices get harder. You used to buy a phone because you needed one. Today, you buy one because you're told to. A new name, a cleaner box. Pro, Ultra, Fold. Even the language starts to feel like a performance. Dreams sold as screens. And in a world where every phone swears it's different, most are indistinguishable under fingerprints and fatigue. So we rank them, not by specs, not by hype, but by truth. From the brands quietly fading to the ones still worth your trust. Let's begin. Number 10, Motorola, the ghost of a giant. There was a time, Hello Moto was magic. Flip phones click shut like punctuation marks. They didn't just end calls, they ended moments. But Motorola never really made it out of that memory. Every few years, they resurface. Budget screens, over-promised specs, a new skin over outdated bones. Month 1, smooth. Month 6, lag. Month 12, you're Googling how to factory reset again. They tried to imitate budget leaders, but forgot something crucial. Budget doesn't mean broken. Budget doesn't mean half-finished. A phone isn't cheap just because it's cheap. It's cheap because they want you to buy too. Motorola isn't hated, they're just forgotten. And in 2025, that's worse. Number 9, Xiaomi, the king of the sticker price illusion. At first glance, they blow you away. A $400 phone that promises the sun. 120 Hz AMOLED, hypercharge, AI camera modes that make your selfies feel cinematic. But wait, look closer. The camera that impressed you in store falls apart in normal lighting. The OS, bloated like a fast food receipt. Preloaded apps you can't delete. Ads in your settings. Notifications just to remind you your phone isn't actually yours. And the worst part? Model fatigue. Xiaomi floods the shelves with barely distinguishable clones. Me this, Redmi that, Poco something. And every release makes the last one feel obsolete. Not by function, by confusion. It's smart, it's cruel, and it works. Number 8, OnePlus. The rebel who traded their leather jacket for a suit. There was a time when owning a OnePlus made you feel in on it. They weren't trying to sell you a phone. They were challenging your definition of value. Mid-range heart, flagship soul. But in 2025, that fire's faded. OnePlus doesn't punch up anymore, they blend in. ColorOS buried their once pristine software under layers of neon decisions. And the prices? No longer disruptive, now just confusing. Their flagship killer now is the flagship, tamed, polished, predictable. OnePlus today is like an indie band that signed with a major label. They still sound good, but the hunger's gone. Number 7, Google Pixel. The genius child who never finishes their homework. Pixels are beautiful, ideas wrapped in possibility, real-time translation, AI photography, call screening. And when they work, they feel like magic. But when they don't, You're holding bugs with a battery, screen flicker, random crashes, Bluetooth that forgets how to connect to your car. It's not broken, it's just quirky. Pixel ownership is a relationship. Built on potential, fragile in practice, Google is brilliant, but inconsistent, and a genius who never shows up when it counts. Eventually doesn't count at all. Number 6. Samsung, the showman with amnesia? No one does spectacle like Samsung. Foldables that flip like sci-fi. AI wallpapers that change with your mood. S Pen that turns your screen into a journal. They don't build phones, they build experiences. But here's the twist. Every year, it's the same experience. Brighter, smarter, louder. The tagline changes, but the software still nags. Duplicate apps, app store ads, a Galaxy so polished, it reflects your frustration back at you. And the update cycle. Right around the second birthday of your Galaxy S, the battery fades like spilled light. The animations lag. The UI hesitates, just long enough to provoke doubt. You don't notice it at first, until you do. And by then, it's time for the next Galaxy. It's not innovation anymore, it's choreography. Samsung sells magic, then hands you a wand with an expiration date. Number 5. Apple, the icon cracking under its own crown. There's something romantic about Apple. The glass, the steel, the silence. Every iPhone feels designed not just to function, but to seduce. But seduction has a curve, and we're at the top of it. The new features come wearing old faces. The upgrades feel like déjà vu with better lighting. You know this design. You've held this shape. The biggest change in iOS is the confidence with which they declare nothing has changed. To be fair, it still works, and it works incredibly well, but it also works for them. Can't repair it yourself, can't switch out the battery without guilt, can't leave the ecosystem without feeling punished. AirDrop, iMessage, iCloud, convenience disguised as dependency. Everything feels premium until you want freedom. Then the walls appear, soft, velvet, silent, a locked garden that only grows one flower. Money, Apple still makes great phones, but lately it feels less like tech and more like theater, where the purpose isn't to serve, it's to impress, and the curtain rises every September, no matter what's behind it. Number 4. Sony, the artist working in silence. Sony doesn't shout. No influencers, no Olympic-sized launch events. Just precision, purpose, patience. Xperia feels less like a phone, more like a tool built by engineers and cinematographers who never joined the marketing meeting. 4K OLED screens that make Netflix feel like film. Camera tech lifted straight from the sensors inside rival phones. But here, you control it. Manual, raw, unfiltered. Sony isn't about ease. It's about intention. They don't auto-smooth your skin. They give you the light and let you sculpt what matters. But the flip side, support is scarce. Software feels cold. And the design, sharp edges, no curves, feels more ceramic blade than consumer comfort. Xperia isn't made to blend in. It's made for the few, the precise, the patient, the pixel purists. It won't sell millions, but maybe that's the point. Number 3, nothing. The mirror that reflects what's missing. Most phones imitate. Nothing tries to remember. The Nothing phone doesn't look like your last. Transparent back, symmetrical frame, LED glyphs that blink with messages like secret Morse code. It's part nostalgia, part innovation. They remove the clutter, ditch the bloat, and what's left feels pure. Messages light up the back. Calls glow from your palm. It's not distraction, it's design with empathy. No ecosystem cage, no AI fluff, just honest software. and a brand that actually listens. Weekly updates, forum-driven decisions, a return to the idea that you should own the device, not the other way around. Still young, still finding its hands. But nothing has something every mega brand lost years ago: character, and in a sea of rectangles, character stands tall. Number 2, Asus, the quiet juggernaut in gamers' clothing. Mention Asus and people think laptops, motherboards, gaming rigs, but their phones, weapons. The ROG Phone 8 doesn't ask for your attention, it demands it. Snapdragon Heart, a cooling system that breathes, customizable controls that make iPhones look like crayons. And then, Zenfone, a compact tank, no gimmicks, no glass castles, just a phone that respects your pocket and your patience. Unbloated Android, actual headphone jack, function over fashion with unapologetic pride. Asus won't win lifestyle awards, but it wins performance. And unlike almost every other brand on this list, it respects your ownership. Less glue, more screws, more choices. A phone for people who don't chase style points. They chase peace of mind. Number 1, Fairphone. The only brand that's not selling you a phone, but a philosophy. Modular, repairable, ethical. It's not the fastest, but you'll never have to throw it away after 2 years. No glue, no guilt. Just screws, support, sustainability. Where every camera lens, battery, and screen swap says one thing: you don't need more, you just need better. No brand is perfect, but Fairphone is honest. And that honesty? That's the real luxury now. Because smart isn't just about what your phone can do, it's about what it lets you keep. Freedom, integrity, and time.